So third in our series of behavioural models is Pareto's principle, or it's quite often termed the 80-20 rule. So again, once we're clear on objectives through the SMARTY model, and then secondly we have a model for prioritisation, the urgent important model, let's talk about now the value of understanding those important things that we need to achieve. Now Pareto's principle, or the background, goes back to the early 19th century with Vilfredo Pareto, who was an economist, Italian economist, and he did some research into property ownership in Italy. And he established that 80% of the property in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. As an economist, obviously that meant something, and further research into different areas established this 80-20 rule seemed to roll out into a number of different areas of our lives. The business world picked up on this and then looked at the application within how it affects their business. And one of the most common areas is, with most organisations, 80% of your business comes from 20% of your clients. If you maybe look at sales organisations, they'll recognise that 80% of the sales comes from 20% of their salespeople. There's lots of examples on how this rolls out. Even, for example, in a restaurant, you'll find that 20% of the menu is ordered 80% of the time. Or on roads, you might find that 20% of roads carry 80% of the traffic. So it rolls out into a lot of areas of our lives. The application for you, or the value to you in this sort of leverage, is that if you look at your to-do list and you've got 10 items on your to-do list, you'll probably find that there's only 2 items out of those 10 that are really important, the things that you really do need to get done. You get those done, you're going to get 80% of the results you're looking for. That's huge leverage. So your ability to be able to define what's important within your role is really key to getting the most effective results out of this particular area. So what I'd like you to do is to have a look at your to-do list and have a look at how you're working and establish what those important things are. Again, if you have a list of 10 actions, to-dos, there's going to be 2 on there that give you the big leverage. Make sure you get those done. So that's the principle, Pareto's principle, or the 80-20 rule. And now we're going to move on to the final model, the 4th model in the behavioural models that we have within the program.